And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to R.A. Fagnall Hall on the campus of Elmhurst College in Elmhurst, Illinois. I'm Tim Calderwood with you for another presentation of Elmhurst College Athletics here on Blue Jay TV. This time it'll be women's basketball action against Edgewood. Elmhurst sits 8-1 on the year. The Blue Jays have won 4 in a row, including the first 3 of a 7-game homestand. Elmhurst will not hit the road again until January 11th when they travel to North Central College. Elmhurst, during the 4-game win streak, has taken care of Webster University on the road, St. Catherine here at home, along with Rockford and Alma. Last time out against Alma on Saturday afternoon, a 61-43 victory. Starting lineups are being introduced. Elmhurst about to take to the floor. Love when the lights get turned off and the music gets cranked. We'll introduce the starters for Edgewood first. Chelsea Watkins, sophomore guard. Melanie Walker, senior forward. Allison Tobin, a junior forward. Mariah Hill, freshman guard. Darian Henderson, sophomore forward. Head coach of Edgewood, Casey Thousand, in her 3rd season. For Elmhurst, being introduced presently, Devin Vaughn, 5'9" sophomore guard. Tess Godhart, 5'10" freshman. What an impact Godhart has put together for Elmhurst here to start the season. Jordan Maisto, a 5'5" sophomore. Megan Merklet, a 5'11" senior. And Megan Ney, a 6-foot senior. Elmhurst led by head coach Tethany Carrillo. So those are the starters for the matchup here tonight. It is Elmhurst taking on Edgewood. Edgewood out of the Northern Athletics Conference. And as we mentioned, sitting 3-4 on the year. Edgewood hails from Madison, Wisconsin. They are 1-2 on the road this year. All 3 of those games have been conference matchups. 9-point loss at Concordia, Wisconsin. A 7-point victory at Concordia, Chicago. And a 70-41 defeat at Marion on December 8th. Edgewood has not played since December 10th. It'll be interesting to see if they show any rust here tonight. On December 10th, 2 Saturdays ago, a 62-54 victory over Benedictine University. Edgewood opened the season 0-3, losses to Dubuque, Loris, and then the aforementioned Concordia, Wisconsin defeat. They finished 14-12 in each of the first 2 years under head coach Casey Thousand. In the center circle, it's Darian Henderson, joined by Megan Ney. And we're underway. Edgewood in the black. It's Mariah Hill, first with the ball in her hand. Staying patient here on offense on the first venture. Now Elmhurst has done a very good job defensively over the past 2 ball games. They scored the first 20 points against Rockford, led 20-0. Meanwhile, against Alma on Saturday, well, it took the Scots over 12 minutes to score. Edgewood with other ideas on the drive. Watkins could not hit. And Elmhurst makes it 1 and done. One of the strengths of the Blue Jays this year, who are in those sky blue unis, has been the ability to get up the floor in transition. They've also been able to work for some early open shots. Here's Megan Merklin, too strong off the glass. And Chelsea Watkins leaves it ahead as we come up on 1 minute into the opening 20. Fighting down low is Allison Tobin. And the entry pass is tapped away and stolen by Maistel. Happy holidays to you. I am full out in holiday spirit. Too bad there's no announcer cam today. You would see me rocking the Santa hat. Jump stop for Devin Vaughn, who walked. Travels were also a problem for Elmhurst on Saturday in the victory over Alma. Blue Jays turned the ball over a ton, but had such a big lead that Alma really didn't have an opportunity to do a whole lot with it. 61-43 was the final, as we talked about. Elmhurst with 24 turnovers in the win on Saturday. They are 5-1 here at home this year. The only loss to the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and now an offensive foul charged to Chelsea Watkins. No points, a minute and a half in. That loss to the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, far from a bad loss. Stevens Point on the women's side was in the sectional round last year, reaching the final 16 of the NCAA Division III Women's Basketball Championship Tournament, and this year they are sitting 7th in the nation. Elmhurst methodically working it around the arc, 10 to shoot. Devin Vaughn will pull up, her foot's on the line. It's off to the left. And in to swoop down for the rebound is Melanie Walker. Walker trying to go coast to coast. Henderson able to keep the rebound alive. Henderson outside the lane, pivots over the top of Ney, no good. Here come the Blue Jays in transition. Merklin able to save it. Still scoreless here. Over 2 minutes into the matchup. Merklin will try and snap that from the free throw line and does. Megan Merklin, the leading scorer for Elmhurst this year. 22 points on Saturday. She has led the Blue Jays in scoring in 7 of the 9 matchups this year, averaging 19.1 points per ball game. Here's a second chance coming for Edgewood, who fails to score. Now we're talking about 3 minutes without any points for Edgewood. Had a good 8 minutes against Rockford, 12 minutes against Alma, and now 3 minutes almost here against Edgewood to start the ball game. Always like to see your teams coming out strong. Problem really, I guess, in both of those ball games, and here tonight, no exception so far, 3 minutes in as well, that Elmhurst really hasn't been able to start strong either. Their defense has been solid, but hasn't resulted in very much on the offensive end. Good defense by Merklin. Hands in the face of Tobin, who couldn't convert over the top. It was 16:45 to play in the half. It is still scoreless. Merklin wants the basketball. Fronted nicely by Henderson. Ney will trigger an 18-footer. Devin Vaughn attempts to save the rebound. And a collision as Tess Godhart bumps into Melanie Walker. First foul on Godhart. Tess Godhart in double figures on Saturday, following a career-high 21 against Rockford on December 13th. She's the second leading scorer for Elmhurst this year. We remain scoreless 3.5 minutes into this first. Victories for Elmhurst here at home over Coe. Coe was a very solid team last year. Actually went to Stevens Point in the sectional round of the NCAA tournament. They also own home wins over St. Mary's, St. Catherine, Rockford, and Alma. Road victories for the Blue Jays this year at Colorado College, at Webster, and a neutral site win over Presentation College. Shot clock winding down. Tobin tries to take, has to beat the buzzer, throws up a prayer, and it's a shot clock violation. 4 minutes in. Edgewood without points. Alma's first basket came with 8:13 to play in the half on Saturday. Talking about Elmhurst and how much they were dictating that contest. It was only a 16-0 lead at the time. Elmhurst with the 2-0 advantage presently as Ney falls away. Out towards Merklin. Her J is long. And the rebound is controlled by Henderson. Meanwhile, against Rockford, we mentioned Elmhurst roared out to a 20-0 lead. That 20-0 advantage was over almost 8 minutes. No good underneath for Melanie Walker. 15:15 to play in the half, and Edgewood is yet to score. A 2-0 Elmhurst lead. Godhart, free throw line extended. We'll skip it out towards Vaughn. Merklin, top of the arc. Vaughn will pop out right side, 10 to shoot. Merklin, driving baseline. Denied, but a foul from Darian Henderson. Megan Merklin will make her way to the free throw line. Merklin, a two-time all-conference choice, has started every ball game this year. Averaging 19.1 points per ball game and just under 8 rebounds per game as well. It's the first free throw. Off the bench comes Fiona McMahon for Elmhurst, her first appearance. Another impact freshman for the Blue Jays. Jenna Coonan is in for Edgewood, likewise for Brittany Bilesma. Merklin good on the pair, and it's a 4-0 Elmhurst lead with 14:54 to play in the half. Tim Calderwood with you on this Monday. Elmhurst will be off until after the holiday. December 30th, they'll return to action, a 3 o'clock affair against Loris. Chelsea Watkins backing up. Takes a look at the clock. It's down to 10. Here's Coonan. Back to Watkins. Watkins outside the lane, an air ball. Falling out of bounds Allison Novitsky could not keep it alive. And there's 14:24 to play in the contest. Elmhurst only up 4-0. Here's Jordan Maisto to the lane. No. But Maisto will have it back. And a good pass inside to Tess Godhart. 6-0 Elmhurst with the lead. Right down Main Street, Coonan tried to float it home, and out of bounds it goes. We've got a timeout, Edgewood. It's a full one, and we break as well. 13:49 first half, 6-0 Elmhurst. This is Elmhurst basketball on Blue Jay TV. Another strong start for Elmhurst on defense. Over 6 minutes into the first half, the Blue Jays have yet to allow any points. On the offensive end, though, only a 6-point advantage. 6-0 the lead. Fiona McMahon calls for the basketball. Works it around the perimeter towards Devin Vaughn. She'll bounce one to Merklin, working underneath, denied. Tess Godhart recovers. Maisto for three, off the side of the rim. And controlling is Watkins. 13:18 to play in this first half. Mariah Hill has returned for Edgewood, lobbing underneath towards the cutting Bilesma, will make her way to the free throw line. Edgewood is 0 for 10 to start the game. They try to crack the scoring column for the first time here at the free throw line. And Bilesma's first attempt, high off of the rim, but falling in. Brittany Bilesma, a 47% free throw shooter on the year for Edgewood. Averages a touch under 4 points per ball game, but contributes nearly 17 minutes per contest off of the bench. She'll step back. Junior out of Friesland, Wisconsin. Clanks the second attempt. It is a 6-1 Elmhurst lead with 13:05 to play in the half. Talking about the shooting woes of Edgewood to start out the ball game today, while Elmhurst, meanwhile, is only 2 of 8. That's why it's remained close, even though the defense kept Edgewood off the board until moments ago, and the shooting woes continue. Godhart's attempt cycles its way out of the bucket. Spotting up is Hill, three-pointer, no. Make it 0 for 11 for Edgewood to start. Devin Vaughn establishes her footing before poking it back in towards Maisto. Both Vaughn and Maisto are capable of handling the ball in their hands. McMahon in the lane, turning around, is hacked. Jenna Coonan commits the foul. That'll be her first. And free throws here for Fiona McMahon, who hails from St. Charles, averaging 7.8 points per ball game off the bench for Elmhurst. And good on the free throw. McMahon 58% from the line this year. 6.7 rebounds per game, a very solid number, but it actually ranks third on the Elmhurst squad. Megan Ney, 9 rebounds, leads the way. Megan Merklin right behind it, 7.7. It is an 8-1 lead as McMahon hits both free throws and Edgewood turns the ball over. Third turnover today for the Eagles. Third meeting between Edgewood and Elmhurst. The teams have split the meetings this year. Elmhurst edging Edgewood 69-67 2 years ago in 2009. Last year, Edgewood recorded a home victory at the Edge Dome, 64-58. And now it'll be Elmhurst turning the ball over. This is the latest that the teams have played. The previous meetings were in mid-November, so an early season showdown. This is one of the final non-conference games for each squad. Hard take from Hill. Left it short. 11:33 first half. Merklin needs help and throws it away. Nowitzki comes up, leading a 2-on-1 and a block. Much to the chagrin of the Elmhurst bench, who was saying Devin Vaughn came in and was set. It is an 8-1 lead for Elmhurst, the only point for Edgewood coming at the free throw line. They'll try to add some more here with Allison Nowitzki. He's sophomore out of Ripon, Wisconsin. And no good. Nowitzki started 5 games this season for Edgewood. She is 11 of 17 at the stripe. And no good on either, but an offensive rebound. In the lane, turning around, Bilesma, no good. That's McMahon with a rebound. Fiona McMahon, pretty aggressive as a freshman underneath. Usually you see a little bit of timid action, especially from a freshman post player. Not the case with McMahon, who wants the basketball in the post. Couldn't save it falling out of bounds. Boy, she was just surrounded there by Edgewood defenders. 10:52 first half, 8-1 Elmhurst. High toss in the lane, skipped into the corner towards Coonan, three-pointer, no. Now it's Merklin passing on the J to drive in, tapped away from behind by Henderson. We're getting a little sloppy here of late over the past couple of moments. Both teams having troubles valuing the basketball. Walker to the free throw line. Looks for the cutter. And Bilesma fails to convert. Back the other way comes Elmhurst. Megan Merklin's drive attempt denied. Picks up her dribble and slings it over towards Vaughn. We come up on the midway point of the first half. Good move in the lane. Strong for Nikki Schaefer. And it'll be Schaefer headed to the stripe. Second foul on Darian Henderson in the post. She'll likely head to the bench. Free throw from Nikki Schaefer is good. And indeed Henderson does depart. Coonan is in along with Allison Tobin. Leading scorer for Edgewood this year, Mariah Hill, at just over 11 points per ball game. Not out there presently, but Schaefer hits the free throw. And we've got a 10-1 lead for Elmhurst at the midway point of the half. Tobin working right. Here's Walker with the shot clock down to 12. Lobbing in the lane towards Tobin. And Tobin heading to the line. Edgewood only 1 of 4 from the free throw line here in the half. Megan Merklin commits her first foul. Allison Tobin, 72% free throw shooter this year, second on the Edgewood roster. As the first free throw is perfect. Tobin is a junior out of Potosi, Wisconsin. Started 19 ball games a year ago. And the second is just like the first. So all 3 points for Edgewood have come from the free throw line. The visiting Eagles are 0 for 15 to start the ball game. Elmhurst only 2 of 9, and that'll change. Nikki Schaefer with some contributions off the bench for the Blue Jays. Out of West Palm Beach, Florida. 12-3 the advantage. 9 points, matches the largest of the game. Turning around and converting underneath is Tobin. There's the first make for Edgewood today. They started 0 for 15. Megan Ney wants the basketball. Ney turning around and hitting. 14-5. Perhaps the teams will start to settle in a little bit here. Sadie Ewing works it out towards Watkins. Back to Ewing. Ewing bounces back. Shot clock at 10. Watkins backing up, waiting for a screen. Doesn't have much time to work with. Watkins hands off to Ewing, who throws up a prayer to beat the shot clock. It managed to hit rim, but no help on the long rebound. Godhart will pop out. Godhart on the take, down the lane to the line. Foul is on Jenna Coonan, and that's now her second. So she'll join Darian Henderson as post players with foul problems here early for Edgewood. 8:21 to play as Tess Godhart misses the free throw. Godhart out of Hinckley, Illinois. Won a couple of state titles at Hinckley Big Rock High School. Couldn't hit either free throw, but keeps the rebound alive and finishes there. Godhart missed the free throw, but converted on the second chance bucket. 11-point Elmhurst lead, 16-5. 8:08 first half. Hill at the elbow. Over towards Coonan, three-pointer good. Coonan, the top three-point shooter for Edgewood, over 30% per ball game. Godhart again, strong in the lane, surrounded, clears out towards Ney. Her jumper is no good, but an offensive rebound for Merklin denied. Now here's Schaefer, too strong. How about a fourth chance coming for Elmhurst? Merklin, high right, and the foul. A chance for a four-point play coming. Melanie Walker with the foul, her first. And Merklin is at the line. This season, Merklin an 83% free throw shooter, leading Elmhurst. 44 of 53. In and out. Remains an 11-point Elmhurst lead, which is as large as it's been here in the opening 20. Nowitzki working on Schaefer. Finding Palmer on the right side. Palmer has entered in the post due to the foul problems. Palmer working on Merklin, trying to back her way in. Over the top of Merklin, uses the backboard. And we've got a timeout for Elmhurst, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 19-10, Elmhurst in front. Edgewood missed their first 15 shots in the ball game. They are 3 of 19 in the contest. Elmhurst, meanwhile, 6 of 15, good for 40%. Free throw line has been a popular place in this first half. Elmhurst 9 attempts, Edgewood 6. Elmhurst with a 19-10 advantage on the glass as well. 5 of those rebounds coming from Fiona McMahon. 7:02 to play as we resume in the first half. Tim Calderwood with you on Blue Jay TV today. Megan Ney over the top and good. Palmer came out to challenge and Ney just went straight over the top. Stephanie Mitchell has entered for the Blue Jays. Palmer, one dribble to her right. In the lane, it's Bilesma. And 3 seconds. .6:34 to play in the half. Elmhurst with a chance for their largest lead of the night. Ney with the ball in her left hand. Pops outside the lane, bounces into the corner. Schaefer, three-pointer, no. And Mitchell was out of position for the rebound. It's Bilesma controlling for Edgewood. 6:05 to play in the half. Palmer wanting to lob. Nice denial defense by Ney. Now it's into the post. No good on the attempt from Bilesma over the top of Ney, who swats the rebound out of bounds. 3 fresh bodies coming for Edgewood. Glad you're with us on this Monday evening. A rare Monday contest. Allison Tobin too strong, and the lid continues to be on the hoop for Edgewood here in the first half. Falling to the floor is Mitchell, who is tied up. Jump ball, arrow is with Edgewood. .5:42 to play. Devin Vaughn to trigger. Waiting, still waiting. And Jordan Maisto around a screen from Ney. Offensive foul. Ney was moving when she set the screen. That's the first on Ney in the 5th against Elmhurst here in the half. Edgewood trying to stay patient on offense. They're having all kinds of issues here against the Elmhurst defense. How about a 3 attempt from Tobin? Good. First make from bonus distance for Edgewood. It's now 21-13. Maisto directs traffic. Shot clock is half gone. Here's Schaefer, left wide open. Money. Nikki Schaefer with an offensive presence off the bench here in the first half. 7 points for the Blue Jays. Back to an 11-point edge at 24-13 with the teams trading triples. Palmer picks up the dribble. Bouncing in the lane for Walker. And we've got an offensive foul. Second on Walker. Walker, Kuhn, and Henderson 2 apiece for Edgewood. 7 fouls total for the Eagles here in the first. 4:37 to play. 24-13, Elmhurst in front. And it'll be Maisto taking all the way. Pretty move, Jordan Maisto. Now it's Ewing. Tried to shovel it in. Soaring in comes Watkins for the board. Edgewood with a chance to reset. Walker has it knocked away. Nowitzki, Hill, and Bilesma return for Edgewood with 4:05 to play in the half. Elmhurst doubling up Edgewood, 26-13. The 13-point margin is the largest of the half for the Blue Jays, who had Edgewood off the board for the first 6+ minutes of the matchup here today. Shot clock under 10. Hill bothered by Mitchell. Hill still looking. Edgewood has to hurry. Bounce down into the post. Off the glass, no good. Never hit rim. Shot clock violation. Second shot clock violation today. You know, when Tethny Carrillo first took over Elmhurst, the Blue Jays were known for a full court, in-your-face pressure defense trying to create turnovers. Here's McMahon with a long J. Mitchell keeps the rebound alive. They've kind of tightened up a little bit of late. McMahon will head to the line. Now I'm confident in saying that Elmhurst defensively has become probably one of the better half-court teams that I've seen in a while. Fiona McMahon stepping to the stripe. 2 points today for McMahon, both coming from the line. First free throw is in. McMahon played at St. Francis High School, first team all-conference choice, averaging a double-double last year. Team MVP hits both free throws. And the lead continues to balloon for the Blue Jays. 28-13 with 3:28 remaining in the half. Bilesma really wants the basketball. Good denial initially. Now Bilesma walks in the process of trying to rid herself of McMahon. .3:15 to go. Merklin at the free throw line, backing up. Here's Mitchell calling. Mitchell, a good strong move. Catch and shoot over the top of Tobin. 30-13, Elmhurst in front. Under 3 minutes to play. Second chance for Edgewood, no good. Rebound tapped around and still free on the floor. Mitchell ends up with it. And they will call a foul on Edgewood, sending Elmhurst the other way for free throws. Allison Tobin climbing on top, and Stephanie Mitchell, the junior, will make her way to the line. Mitchell is a 2-year letter winner for the Blue Jays. Started a ball game last year. Been a contributor during both of her first 2 years and is contributing again this season, hitting the free throw. It's nice when you can get those players who can come in and contribute from day one and then be there to help you build the foundation for the program. Mitchell hits them both. 32-13. It's a 19-point advantage for Elmhurst. Bilesma around the arc. Vaughn went for the steal. It'll create an opening for the driving Watkins. Crowd wanted to travel, but they'll call a foul first. And they'll try to determine if it wasn't the act of shooting, which it was, as Chelsea Watkins is on her way to the line. Watkins converts on attempt number 1. Sophomore who played 23 games for Edgewood a year ago. Second free throw short. Devin Vaughn initially had it, poked away. 2:20 to play in the half. McMahon all by herself, plenty of real estate. Here's Merklin, faking left, driving the lane, off the glass, good. 9 points for Megan Merklin, 20-point Elmhurst lead, 34-14. A lot of perplexed faces on the Edgewood bench presently. Tobin continuing to work, and a kick. Hill ends up with the ball in her hand as the Inbounds play, deflected, shot clock at 10. Hill pulls up, three-pointer, nope. Devin Vaughn will grab the rebound. And now it's Vaughn trapped in a timeout Elmhurst. 30-second timeout with 1:40 to play. Coming up at halftime, we'll have all the numbers for you from the first 20 minutes of play. Elmhurst up 20, 34-14. The Blue Jays have limited Edgewood to just 15% shooting here in the first half, 4 of 27. They've overcome 7 turnovers and have a 10 rebound advantage at 24-14. Jordan Maisto will take her time dancing across the center line. Looking up towards Mitchell, and around the arc we go. Here's Merklin drawing a crowd. Merklin no good, but Fiona McMahon was underneath. Had the rebound initially, and then out of bounds it goes. Staying with the Blue Jays, only 10 on the shot clock. McMahon waiting. Merklin with 5 for 3 around a screen. Bingo! Double digits for Merklin in the first half. 37-14 Elmhurst. Hill taps out the play. Lobs for Bilesma underneath. And it'll be Bilesma back to the line. Edgewood just 4 of 8 from the free throw line here today. Devin Vaughn charged with foul number 2. Brittany Bilesma on her way to the line. One of only 2 players to start all 26 ball games a season ago for Edgewood. Free throw no good. Bilesma also plays on the Edgewood volleyball team. Kind of an unorthodox free throw. She actually takes a step back. And there's McMahon for a rebound. 1 minute even to play in the half. 37-14 Elmhurst. McMahon back to Mitchell with 10. Slinging in the lane for Merklin. Out to McMahon. Off the glass and good. Nice ball movement for Elmhurst. 39-14. A huge first half lead for the Blue Jays. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bilesma will sling to Nowitzki. Her 3 is no good. Underneath, though, a second chance bucket coming for Tobin. And now the shot clock is off with 10 seconds to play in the half. Maisto has some time. She'll kick it to Godhart in the corner for 3. Good! Tess Godhart with a 3-pointer before the buzzer. And it is all Elmhurst after 20 minutes. 42-16. What a start for Elmhurst here at home. We'll have some numbers coming your way in a bit. Elmhurst leading 42-16. This is Elmhurst College basketball on Blue Jay TV. Halftime in Elmhurst, and it has been all Elmhurst in the opening 20 minutes of play. Elmhurst leading 42-16. Reasons for that. Well, Edgewood shot only 17% from the floor, 5 of 29. Just 2 of 8 from three-point range and only 4 of 10 from the free throw line as well. Suffice it to say, KC1000's squad has their work cut out for him here in the second half. Elmhurst, meanwhile, 54% from the floor in the first half, 14 of 26. Included in that, 4 of 6 from three-point range and 10 of 13 from the line. Elmhurst out-rebounded Edgewood 26-15 in the first half. Elmhurst with 6 offensive rebounds, Edgewood with 7. So almost half of Edgewood's rebounds came on the offensive end, but they converted on only 2 second chance points. That number has to change in the second half. Elmhurst, meanwhile, off of their 6 offensive rebounds, every time they came up with an offensive rebound, the Blue Jays put it in the bucket. 12 second chance points. Elmhurst with 17 bench points compared to 6 for Edgewood. Leading scorer in the ball game, Megan Merklin with a dozen. Tess Godhart, Nikki Schaefer, 7 each for Elmhurst. Fiona McMahon with 6. Allison Tobin leading the way for Edgewood. 9 points for her, and then it drops off to 3 for Jenna Coonan. We're underway in the second half. Edgewood with the basketball there in the blacks. Posting up is Darian Henderson, who wants the basketball. Edgewood did not score in nearly 7 minutes to open the ball game, and their struggles will begin to start the second as well. KC1000 with a view of displeasure on her face. Elmhurst is in the sky blue unis. On the first minute of the second, and Jordan Maisto all the way to the hole. Left it short, though. Allison Tobin cleans up underneath. Edgewood needs to slowly chip away at the deficit. That's their best way to get back. Concentrate, I imagine, on trying to tighten up on defense a little bit. Meanwhile, when they work their way to the free throw line, have to find ways to convert as well. On her way in is Allison Tobin, who in the first half was 2 of 2 from the stripe. Tobin with 9 first half points, leading Edgewood. First free throw good. 42-17 as we're underway here in the second half. Tobin averaging 10 points per ball game out of Potosi, Wisconsin. She's tied for the team lead in rebounds as well at 6.6 a night. Hits both free throws. 42-18. Merklin in the left corner, hits from 19. Boy, Megan Merklin has been hitting on all cylinders today. 4 of 7 from the floor, including 2 of 2 from three-point range. That's what makes her such a difficult weapon to defend. The senior out of Plainfield can not only shoot from the outside, but she can score inside as well and can drive. A couple of chances for Edgewood end up empty. Here's Merklin scoring again for Elmhurst. 46-18. Henderson dumping to Tobin, right back to Henderson. She'll try the baseline on the friendly roll. 18:20 to play in the ball game. A 46-20 lead for Elmhurst. And Devin Vaughn throws it away. I think she was looking for Maisto. Here's a 2-on-1 for Edgewood. And contact in the lane. They'll wave off the shot attempt from Chelsea Watkins. Chelsea Watkins along with Melanie Walker, Allison Tobin, Mariah Hill, and Darian Henderson. That's the starting 5 for Edgewood. As soon as I say that, Henderson makes her way to the bench. Officiating crew for this one, Jerry Heidloff, Rhonda Mont, and Sal Vasta. Jump stop in the lane for Hill, no good. It's been a frustrating evening for Hill. The leading scorer for Edgewood is 0 for 5 today. No points. There's Merklin, back to Ney. She'll dribble in. Try from 13 off the back iron. And it's Watkins making it one and done. So Edgewood tightening up a little bit on the glass here as well to start the second. Bilesma posting underneath. Edgewood has not been able to work it into the post of yet. Now they'll bounce it for Bilesma, who drives in over the top of Ney, rattling no good. And Tess Godhart all the way, missed the layup in transition, but Godhart takes it away. And now it's Nikki Schaefer, too strong. And finally Bilesma is able to clean up underneath. Frantic sequence of events. Watkins towards the elbow. Allison Tobin has it knocked away. 16:52 to play in the ball game and 9 on the shot for Edgewood. Casey Thousand calling for a switch here as Hill will ready to inbound the basketball. Nowitzki backs up to the elbow, has it knocked away. Godhart all the way. Godhart to the hole, uncontested. Layup is good. 9 points for Tess Godhart today. The freshman right around her season average of 10.2, and now foul on Megan Merklin, who immediately puts her hands up in disbelief. Again, it'll be Allison Tobin headed to the free throw line. .48-30, Elmhurst with the lead. 3.5 minutes into the second half. Free throw is good from Tobin. Tobin ready again, and good there as well. 48-22. Fiona McMahon will enter for Elmhurst. Edgewood putting on a little bit of pressure. Now they'll back up. McMahon around the arc. Here comes Maisto. Plenty of time as Godhart starts to drive. And her cross-court attempt is knocked free. Sadie Ewing was there. Megan Ney towards the open Godhart, spotting up and hitting from 7. Tess Godhart strong again for Elmhurst. .55 to play. Bilesma lost it out of bounds. .50-22, Elmhurst in front. Maisto rolls towards the corner. McMahon in the triple threat. Down to 10 towards Ney. Now it'll be Schaefer dribbling in and converting. Schaefer with another bucket off the bench. Godhart with her hands in the passing lane, deflects initially. Tobin over the top of Ney, no good. And it's Fiona McMahon on the glass again. McMahon with 6 rebounds in the first half, all on the defensive end. Passes on an open J. And the Blue Jays will run the offense. We've got a 3-second call. Fiona McMahon just couldn't get out of the lane. Off the bench for Edgewood comes Jenna Coonan. .52-22. Elmhurst up by 30. The largest lead of the game for the Blue Jays, and Schaefer is all over Nowitzki defensively. Relentless on the defensive end. Ewing throws it away. Now it's Godhart trying to keep alive. He was the last one to touch it. 7 on the shot clock for Edgewood. Ewing with 5. Scoop shot no good. Fiona McMahon will knock it out of play. To beat the shot clock, Watkins was no good. Here comes the second opportunity. Coonan couldn't hit. Again, second chance points were lacking for Edgewood in the first half. 14-10 to play. Elmhurst leading by 30, 52-22. Schaefer will trigger. Yes! Schaefer heating up, 11 points for her. We've got a timeout, Edgewood. 13:56 to play in the ball game. Elmhurst up by 32. 54-22. This is Elmhurst College basketball. Elmhurst has built upon a huge halftime lead. They were up by 26 at the break and presently have a 32-point lead on the board with 13:55 to play tonight. Blue Jays looking for their season best 5th win in a row. Entering the matchup tonight at 8-1. Edgewood 3-4. Jumper on the right baseline from Tobin is no good, and Henderson had the rebound but dribbled it off her foot. Tim Calderwood with you on Blue Jay TV tonight. The return to video action for you on the women's side. Elmhurst won the first 4 games of the year before losing to Stevens Point. Megan Merklin, good. Oh my goodness. It's raining in Elmhurst tonight. 19 points for Megan Merklin. Elmhurst in the ball game, shooting 56%. One and done on the defensive side. This game firmly in hand. Maisto trying to keep it alive in the corner, and Ewing will fall on top out of bounds. 12:58 to go. Vaughn, Godhart, McMahon, Merklin, Maisto for Elmhurst. Hill, Ewing, Walker, Henderson, and Tobin for Edgewood. Shot clock under 10. Elmhurst patient on offense. I don't think they know that it's down to 3. Now they realize. Here's McMahon underneath, just enough to beat the buzzer. That is patience on the offensive end. 12:35 to play. And a 37-point Elmhurst lead. My goodness. A foul underneath. Elmhurst destroyed Presentation College earlier this year by 50, 98-38. Fourth foul on Elmhurst. Vaughn to the bench with 3. No fouls so far for Edgewood. Inbounder is Walker. Lobbing towards Tobin, changing course and leaving it well short. McMahon posting up. Double teamed and denied. Plenty of time to work with here. Godhart will attempt a long 2. Her foot was on the line. McMahon with her first offensive board today. Just uses her long arms. Keeps so many plays alive. Now it's Maisto. To Schaefer. Baseline right from 18. No good. Edgewood comes away. Hill taking her time, feeding Walker. Underneath it's Tobin. Ball is loose. Second chance coming. 3-point attempt from Tobin. Splash. 59-25 with 11:10 to play. Jordan Maisto taking her time. Elmhurst can afford to take as much time as necessary on offense. Godhart wide open. 15-footer is through. And we've got a timeout. Edgewood taking a timeout with 10:45 to play. 61-25, Elmhurst in front. This is Elmhurst College women's basketball action on Blue Jay TV. .45 to play. Elmhurst looking to improve to 9-1 on the season before they break for the holidays. Elmhurst will not take to the floor again until December 30th, an afternoon game against Loras College. Sadie Ewing with a 16-footer. Devin Vaughn sneaks in for the rebound. Edgewood has been struggling shooting today. Missed their first 15 attempts. Vaughn thought about the 3, now puts it on the deck, tries to drive in the lane towards Godhart. Shot clock is at 10 as Vaughn recovers. She'll set a screen for Merklin, pushing right, 3-pointer no. Offensive rebound for Godhart underneath, no good. Here comes a third try for Schaefer and it's knocked away. Tess Godhart, the inbounder for Elmhurst. Leading 61-25 in the lane towards McMahon, no good. Godhart will punch at the rebound, but it's Edgewood in possession. Emily Wayne has entered for Edgewood, looking for Nowitzki down low. Nice defense from Merklin. Emily Wayne appearing in only her 4th game of the year. To give you an idea of how deep Edgewood is going today to try to come up with some kind of offense. How about Godhart from 16, money. 63-25. Elmhurst shooting 53% in the ball game. Edgewood still at only 15%. You would think at some point that the numbers would start to improve for Edgewood if you just keep taking shots. Edgewood as a team came into today shooting 31%. Contrast that to Elmhurst's 43% as a team. Still, Bilesma wide open and an air ball. Shot clock down to 6. Changing course and throwing it up is Nowitzki. Nowitzki switched hands, changed ideas. 8:50 to play in this ball game. Devin Vaughn towards Ney on the baseline. And a bump foul. First foul on Edgewood in the half. Brittany Bilesma is the guilty party. Wayne will come away with the rebound off the miss. Edgewood tries to push. Bilesma slings it towards the post. Tobin too strong. Bilesma fought for the rebound with Mitchell. And it is Mitchell with her second foul. 8:25 to play in the game. 63-27 Elmhurst in front. Bilesma one dribble to her left. Bounces for Tobin, back to Bilesma. Now it's Wayne looking. Wayne starting to move. Shot clock half gone. Tobin with some help defense coming in from Vaughn. And there's a foul. Third foul on Tess Gotthard. Elmhurst's sixth foul with 8:03 to play. Nowitzki ready to inbound. And away with it again comes Elmhurst. Vaughn thought about it for a long time. Rotated over to Schaefer, who will. Devin Vaughn has been very good at distributing today, has not scored a single point. Vaughn in the first half dished out 3 assists. Here's Bilesma over the top of Mitchell, converts. Nice pass from Nowitzki into the post. Five assists for Vaughn today as we talk about her performance. 7:08 remaining, 65-29 Elmhurst in front. Gotthard fakes, drives down the center, tried to dump it off towards Ney. It's on the floor, and it'll be Tobin coming away. Told you about Elmhurst taking on Loris December 30th. The Blue Jays open CCIW play on January 4th against North Park. No good for Mallory Palmer. The shooting woes continue. Megan Ney in the lane towards Mitchell. And a foul coming on the rebound. Foul is on Nikki Schaefer, who receives a nice round of applause as she exits. That is the 7th foul on Elmhurst, which means free throws for Edgewood. Brittany Bilesma heading to the line, where Edgewood today is 8 of 14. Bilesma just 1 of 4, 3 points, 5 rebounds today for the junior, who has one more upcoming. No good. Henderson, though, chases down the board. And it's off of Elmhurst, out of bounds. Melanie Walker has 20 to work with. The senior works it in towards Henderson. Walker, one of only 2 seniors on this Edgewood squad. Bilesma travels. Six minutes to play. 65-30. Elmhurst with a new point guard. That's Paige Picotti. Tethne Carrillo starting to use her bench a little more. Ball is free. It's Henderson. The 35-point advantage for Elmhurst. Henderson kind of steers around looking for somebody. Now it's Nowitzki to the basket over the top of Melanie Schwertman. So some extended playing time for some of the younger players on this Elmhurst roster today. They've got a timeout. 5:09 to play. Tethne Carrillo will talk things over. Elmhurst up 65-32 as we break. This is Elmhurst College basketball. Coming up on 5 minutes to play, Elmhurst doubling up Edgewood, 65-32. Mitchell around the arc and a 3-second call. Again, it was McMahon at the last possible moment, recognizing that the 3-second call was about to come, tried to sprint out. Tim Calderwood with you on Blue Jay TV tonight. Women's basketball action, non-conference showdown. Elmhurst aiming for 5 in a row and seemingly well on the way. We've got a travel. Little obligatory pressure. Tess Godhart will come in and handle it before flipping it off. Four and a half to go. McMahon strong with the hook, no, and then climbs over the top. And again, we head the other way for free throws. free throw for Allison Tobin off the back iron. 4:20 to play in the game. Mitchell aiming left side, knocked away off of Godhart. Schaefer returns for Elmhurst. .355 to go. Here's Henderson, bothered by McMahon. That'll be the 9th foul on Elmhurst. Just one against Edgewood with 3:52 to play in the half. Free throws for Darian Henderson. This will be 2 for Henderson. Darian Henderson out of Madison, Wisconsin. Appeared in 13 ball games last year. Second attempt rolls off to the right. Rebound is at the feet of Melanie Walker. Edgewood with an opportunity for a three-point trip. Henderson juggles. Spots Nowitzki in the corner, dribbling in, no good. Another offensive rebound. This one to Tobin. Nowitzki backs up, works over towards Walker. Now it's Henderson with a jump stop over the top of McMahon, out of bounds off the feet of Mitchell. And a timeout Elmhurst. 3:20 to go. 65-33 Elmhurst leads. This is Elmhurst College women's basketball action on Blue Jay TV. .65-33, Elmhurst in front on Blue Jay TV tonight. Tim Calderwood with you. A non-conference women's basketball showdown with only 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Allison Nowitzki inbounds up high to Tobin, who will attempt the three-pointer, no good. And despite 4 chances for Edgewood, no points. Elmhurst in the contest has led from the outset. They're out-rebounding Edgewood by 5 at 41-36. Each team have tightened up on both the glass and in the turnover department here in the second half. Nikki Moan has entered, working in the lane towards McMahon, who is pushed. And just the second foul on Edgewood here in the second half. Chantel Vogt off the bench for Edgewood, her first appearance today. So now Casey Thousand has used every player available at her disposal for the ball game. McMahon with her back to the basket. Jenna Coonan on her defensively. We'll skip it back out towards Schaefer. That's McMahon again, patiently working around the arc. Moan up high. Jumper for Melanie Shortman is good. Melanie Shortman makes it 67-33 Elmhurst. Sadie Ewing for three. McMahon with the rebound. 2 minutes to play. Shortman allows Moan to pull up on the baseline, and Shortman with a rebound has her shot blocked. Fiona McMahon exits. Chelsea Samuels is in. Under 2 minutes to play. Moan denied. Bilesma with her arms up. Just knocked away the entry pass. And there's 1:33 to play in the ball game. Coonan driving in, denied. Stepping back is Ewing for three, no good. And Schaefer the board. Elmhurst will slow it up. Edgewood will finish the day under 20% from the floor. Yowzers. Nice take. Chelsea Samuels a pretty good look. Nice post-up move. Samuels out of Greencastle, Indiana. Under a minute to play. 67-33 in a ball game that's never been in doubt. Air ball for Nowitzki on the three-point attempt. And it's thrown away. Ewing trying to inbound. Edgewood looking to fight through. And it's Nowitzki handing off to Ewing. Around a screen. Ewing is pushed. Sadie Ewing makes her way to the line for a couple. Free throw is no good. Ewing out of Verona, Wisconsin. Played 19 games a year ago with 12 starts. Came in from Winona State University for the second semester of her sophomore season. A foul on the rebound, charged to Brittany Bilesma, her third, just the third on Edgewood as well. A 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As the Blue Jays just ease it over, leading 67-33. Moan with one dribble, picks it up. Targets Schaefer, knifing baseline. Chasing down her attempt and feeding Shortman. Shot clock down to 5. It's Shortman for three. Off to the right. Rebound off of Edgewood. Elmhurst retains possession with only 3 on the shot. Moan to trigger it in towards Shortman along the baseline to beat the buzzer. Does. 7 1/10 to play. Shot clock is off. 69-33. Elmhurst with the advantage. Will Edgewood try and come up with a shot? They will. The attempt from Nowitzki is no good, and the ball game is over. Final score, Elmhurst 69, Edgewood 33. Elmhurst improves to 9-1 on the year, while Edgewood falls to 3-5. The win is the 5th in a row for Elmhurst. That is the longest streak of this young season. Elmhurst won the first 4 games of the year before suffering their only defeat at the hands of the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Take a look at some of the final totals for you very quickly before we get out of here. A solid showing for Elmhurst today, who shoots 49% from the floor. Edgewood just 10 of 61 from the field, 16%. Individual leaders for Edgewood, Allison Tobin with 16. She was the only player even near double figures. Production dropped off to 4 points from there for Allison Nowitzki and Brittany Bilesma. Elmhurst placed 3 in double figures, led by Megan Merklin's 19 on 7 of 11 shooting. Tess Goddard with 15 strong today on 7 of 11 from the floor, and Nikki Schaefer with 13 points as well. Again, Elmhurst victorious 69-33. The Blue Jays are 9-1 as they head back to the locker room on a winning note, their 5th in a row. Thanks so much for taking some time to join us on this Monday evening. Elmhurst will be off until December 30th when they take on Loris to continue this 7-game homestand and try to make it 6 in a row heading into the CCIW portion of the schedule. So for our entire crew here at Blue Jay TV, producer-director Glenn and cameraman Phil, my name is Tim Calderwood. Thanks for watching tonight. Have a very safe and a wonderful holiday season.